Okay, I just wanted to come on here, make a tier list so far, how Diablo 4 is going. I've played through most characters. This is tier list is going to be for the leveling stage. Just want to point that out. So like level 1 to 50 through the main campaign, through some dungeons and some things like that. So the first class I want to talk about is the rogue. For the rogue, for 1 to 50, I would probably put the rogue probably like low S for me. Earlier, 1 to 50, like 1 to 30, I found it kind of hard. If you haven't played other RPGs, it's going to be really hard. The most mechanical person in the game, so that might be a huge plus for you, might be a huge downside for you. For me, as I'm learning the game, it's actually a pretty big downside for me because I just want to learn the game, go through the campaign, learn everything, and then at that point, come back to Rogue probably, and see how much I like it. Because when I get a lot better, it probably feels a lot better. I know how the game runs and things like that. So right now, I'm gonna say low S because the Rogue is still undeniably the highest DPS. It goes so big, you can do so many amazing things, and so it still has to be up there. For Necromancer, for 1 to 50, it's probably high B or low A, to be honest with you. The thing is, Necromancer kind of falls off when you go later. It's a great leveling. I'd probably put an A for 1 to 50. It's great for leveling. Honestly, your mobs do most of your work. Once you get your golem, you really start rolling. Um, and things go really hard. Like it feels easy for you if you build right, if you follow the correct stats, gear and all of that for 1 to 50. You're gonna feel really good as a necromancer. It's at like the 40 to 50 range where you really start to feel the fall off, in my opinion. Doesn't It starts to feel not so great. My personal favorite, barbarian. Now, Diablo 2, I played a lot of Diablo 2. Barbarian was always such a fun class, but it's quite different here. I would say Barbarian for 1 to 50 is like a probably like a high B tier. Um, it's the greatest endgame character, just straight up. You're gonna get right in their face. But it still feels really good leveling, to be honest. The only thing is it gets kind of annoying to have to deal with Fury problems. So early on, you're not going to have the right aspects for Fury management, which also you can't take Unbridled Rage, which gives you so much damage. It's a keystone in your tree, your skill tree. And you can't take it early on because if you do take it, you'll literally never have Fury. If you take it, you'll literally never have Fury until you get the right aspects and the right gear. So you're not going to be able to do that. So you're lower on damage, and you still have a bit of Fury issues. Really, there's some aspects that can really solve that for you. So once you get to like the 50 to 60 to 70 range, Barb starts feeling amazing. But for 1 to 50, I'm going to put him like high B tier. Still feels good, really fun. You get in their face. And the great thing about Diablo 4 is boss to boss, everything's different. Bosses like Brawl, the pirate guy, super hard as a barbarian because you have to be right in his face, and all his abilities, he just boom, 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 slaps you down, knocks you around, you get stunned. It's not fun. So if you're playing something like a necromancer or a sorcerer, like Brawl feels a lot better, or yeah, feels a lot better. But like Astaroth, huge dog, super easy as a barb. I didn't die once. It felt like a breeze. Astaroth was super easy, so that's good. Druid is gonna be about the same. I would say this might be kind of a hot take. I think Barb feels a little bit better than Druid through leveling. I feel early on, Druid could be kind of annoying for me. Just you really don't have what you need. your bear pulverized form really doesn't come on till later. Again, you know, Druid's amazing in the end game, so keep that in mind. But through leveling until you hit like 30, I feel like Druid feels so bad. It was not fun. You don't do damage. You literally don't do damage until about that point, and even then, you know, uh, even like 30 to 50 doesn't feel amazing. But once you get past that point again, kind of like Barb, feels great. It feels amazing. But until then, he's gonna stay about a B tier for me. Sorcerer, I'll probably put just behind Rogue. Sorcerer feels really good, pretty common stuff. A lot of the bosses' range feels good through the campaign, and Sorcerer, you know, Ice Shard goes really hard. That's the build you're gonna want to run. And you know, Sorcerer is just fun. If you played Diablo 2, is the funnest class. You can just chuck Flame Wall, so many different builds. Because when you play Fire Sorceress, Lightning, Ice Shard, they all feel super different. So that's really fun. So you can play a Sorceress like 4 different times and get different experiences. So that's really cool. Um, this is about how I feel. Now, it's a little hard to say. I feel like Druid might be too hot of a take. I don't know. Druid might need to be like here or like here. But I just really hated level 1 to 30 on Druid. Just feels so bad. Um, and yeah, a Rogue is just on top. I mean, you can't beat the DPS that you get so early on, and the outplay potential, because a lot of the bosses, especially Lilith, it's all about dodging her attacks, and Rogue, you're all over the place, so it makes your job really easy there. You may have seen someone fought a world boss level 100 that's intended to only be able to be defeated by 12 people. If you get hit once, you die, and a rogue killed it by themselves. Pretty crazy stuff. So if you're talented at the game, rogue is going to be the best all the way. But I'm a big barb guy. Always going to be my favorite class. So that's what I'm running right now. About level 50 on barb right now. Still getting through that playthrough. So really fun stuff. Barb is going to be on top above Rogue in the end game. And no matter how many times they nerf Whirlwind Barb, it will always be a staple. It will always be good. So you can't go wrong there. And yeah, let me know what you think of my tier list. Other than that, you know, like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to join my live streams, I'll leave a link to that in the top pinned comment below. Thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and subscribe so we can build our barbarian community up and get better at the game together. Thanks. See you guys.